guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing another what's for dinner tonight, where we make 6 or 7 meals from scratch at home. Today my mom is here.
Don't show this meal. This is an experiment.
It's so good, I have to show it. Sol has some friends over. They're shooting out in the field.
Who is Sol?
We have new cows that I was just taking care of. I had to bathe the dog. I had to bathe the child. I mean, it's just one of those days. Everything is just too busy to cook. So my mom's like, what do you have? We have thawed pork chops. I don't know what to do with them. I think Solo thawed them because he planned to cook them on the grill. So she said, well, I'll do something with that. And Belle said she would make a side dish. So she decided to make fried rice. I'm gonna make a salad. So I'll show you the 3 of our things together. Is that a weird combination? Yes.
No.
Will it feed us and nourish us? Yes.
Combination is good. I just don't know. These are pork fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of chicken fingers, it's pork
Solo's
fingers.
like, you cut the bone off?
So we're gonna make 2 meals. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do pork and beans.
So she cut the bones off, and we're gonna just get some pork and beans in overnight.
Those look good. It's in coconut oil.
Tori's helping.
So it's the better oil.
What do you got in there? What's in there? There's egg,
Flour,
obviously.
egg and milk, flour, and salt and pepper.
Okay. And she's frying them in coconut
We
oil.
could have put some paprika or something, but if Jerry was here, he'd be adding all the spices.
Listen, this is gonna be good. Belle's got rice cooking here, and then she's gonna make fried rice. We don't have like the frozen vegetables that she would have put in the fried rice. That's why I'm making a salad, because we just need some sort of vegetable. So I was like, you're cutting the bones off the meat, but I'll thaw him some more pork chops so he can grill later. What are you making?
All of it's getting on my hands.
Oh, you're going to make a bonfire outside.
Yeah.
It's a good day for a bonfire.
Yeah.
I wish my mother still lived across the street. I am fine chopping this lettuce. I like salads better that way. For 10 years, my mom was across the street. Can you imagine? And my grandma and grandpa were down the street. And my aunt across the street. It was dreamy. Holidays were awesome. I was always assigned potatoes and bread. And they did the hard stuff.
Rolls and potatoes.
Yeah, they're like, you don't know how to cook. You can bring the potatoes and the bread.
Oh my God.
I really miss it though. I wish they would just move back here. What is it about Florida?
No, you don't.
Yes,
No,
across the street. Well, you can have a little plot of land out here somewhere.
Don't. You get tired of it. That.
I'd get tired of Dad.
Oh,
but-
God, these are not.
No, it was so fun when they were
Oh,
across
man,
the
that
street. It was the best. They didn't walk in inappropriately. They would call us before they came over most of the time. And yeah, we all helped each other out. It was so great. We have a lot of cooks in the kitchen. Fried rice cook. He's got a pan there too.
It's all ready.
The pork chop cook. Micah's looking up a recipe for Italian dressing. I'm doing my salad. Kitchen's a bit small, but we make it work. Things are moving along over here. He's making the dressing. The salad's done. Bacon that I fried up a little. Bacon crumbles. Tomato, feta, sunflower seeds, green onions. Pork is done.
Mama.
Yes. She calls me Nana. She's calling her. If you're new here, we're a family of 13, but our oldest is in Japan for 9 months. But we have Nana, so we're still 13. And that is 24, what do we call them? Pork fingers? Instead of chicken fingers. So the rice will help a lot. Those have, the little ones only.
Yes.
One of
Look at
those, the
this
bigger
rice.
people. More than one. The fried rice that's coming. She's got their eggs and onions. And whatever this concoction is that he's making. You're making a creamy Italian?
Italian dressing.
With mayo?
A tablespoon.
Ooh, nice. I love a creamy Italian. That'll be good. Add Parmesan, red wine vinegar, olive oil,
It's
mustard,
a bunch of dried stuff, but dried like
spices.
spices, but
Oh.
I haven't gotten to that.
Okay.
So,
To be determined. Here's the final product. Oh, it's so good. Okay, kitchen's cleaned up. Let me show you what we did with the pork. My mom found a good recipe.
It's called Grandma's Pork and Beans.
When you kept saying that, I thought you meant my grandma's.
Oh, no, that's the name of
And
it.
so I saw the recipe come through, I was like, oh, okay. So we're putting this in the fridge with the bones. Is it just bones?
It's just bones, so we'll see how this soup turns out. But
It's a
I think
squishy
it should be
bone.
good. It'll
With-
be pork.
With onion. We'll see. We're gonna make it up tomorrow in a crock pot. I will in the morning. She sent me the recipe, and then we'll have 2 meals out of those pork chops. How many pork chops was it? Like
oh,
12.
There were 8 big ones. So
16?
8 big pork chops.
8.
They were like this.
Oh yeah,
each.
yeah. Whoops, sorry, I wasn't looking at you. I was pulling a
You were
pulling a solo.
Papa.
Yeah, one of the guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge tonight. These will just sit all night, and I'll show you what we do tomorrow.
Yeah, that's called marinating them. Just put onions over them.
Oh, weird. All right, let me give you tonight's dinner. Tonight, we repurposed the ham bones that we had yesterday. They still had some meat on them.
They're pork chop bones.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
Okay, so there was a lot of pork on them.
Yes.
And so we soaked beans all night. Then we cooked the bones with some onions and carrots and added the beans that were soaked and bay leaf. And then at the very end, my mom added some salt while I was out working with some animals.
And Worcestershire.
Yes, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Very, very good. And then I made Lisa's sourdough biscuits. I keep making her recipe since I tried it a couple weeks ago. I've made it for breakfast. It's so easy and they turn out so good each time. So that's just going along with it. We didn't have cornbread, which would have been more traditional. Oh, you do? A bunch of the kids ate already and left. So it's a meal on the go tonight. But it was good to repurpose. We got 2 meals out of those 8 pork chops, so that is a good deal, I think. I have a lot of beans left that are soaked, so I think I'm going to repurpose these for tomorrow night too. Or maybe I'll give the beans a break, see how our stomachs do, and wait a couple nights. I am interrupting this video just to let you know that if you're not on my email list and you'd like to be, or you missed this week's email, it's about cultivating grateful hearts in kids. Practical things that we've done in our family to have grateful children during the holiday season. If you want that, I'll leave a link for it in the description box below. Just click on it, fill out the quick form, and it will come right to your inbox. Tonight is an easy taco dinner. Luka made up the ground beef. Oh, yes? Yes, my name is Mommy, not Nana. Luka made up the ground beef with taco seasoning. I do this homemade taco seasoning in a Sam's Club old taco seasoning thing. And salsa in it. Makes it so good, that combination. We're frying some tortillas here. Everybody's had a lot to do, so everybody's kind of just grabbing food and going. And we have some cheese. Tori's working on some lettuce. We got some sour cream. Okay, okay. Easy taco night. Also made some homemade applesauce that I'm doing for a video to show you guys I needed to use up apples. Got some yogurt going, some kombucha. It's my second batch for the day. And whoa, okay, let me feed her. Oh, actually, I fed you. What's going on? So it's chaotic here, but that is normal. I have a bunch of avocados I just got, and of course they're not ready because are they ever ready when you need them? And then they're over ready, you know, that's how it goes. So that's Thursday night's dinner. We did not reuse anything from last night, but I do still have beans and I am going to reuse those. The ones I haven't cooked yet, rather. And we didn't have leftovers last night because it was very good. Just a little bit of leftovers, but not much. It was so good. My mom put her magic touch on it at the end and it made it so good. Oh, and I have some starter here, so I'm about to make some bagel dough that I'll cook up the bagels tomorrow. Because I didn't start early enough to get artisan bread made. What's for dinner tonight? We're repurposing again. So remember a couple nights ago we made beans because we were repurposing the ham. And I had soaked way more beans than I needed, so we repurposed the beans tonight. I should have switched it with tacos, but we didn't want to have beans 2 nights in a row, so I should have switched it with tacos because then if there are any leftovers, I could use that with the tacos. Anywho, this is a meal that Solo used to make all the time. We haven't made it for a while, and a couple of the kids had come and taken a bite and said, it's so good. And it just reminds me, I need to do a lot more beans and rice, or ndengu, which is green grams. We make that a Kenyan way. I love our beans and rice that we make. It's different than the kind of beans and rice I grew up with, mostly because the way Solo cooks it, I think the biggest difference is that cilantro at the end. I love cilantro, but there's a couple different ways he makes it. Anyway, he's taught me how to make that over time. He was not home. He's on his way now, but he didn't have time to cook, and he's running fast after he gets here. He had thawed some meat that he planned to grill if he had time, and he did not have time. So some of that was packets of bacon. So I took 1 package of bacon, cut it up, and put it in this beans and rice. So it's not vegetarian tonight. Nice big pot of pinto beans. I first fried onions in some lard that we home rendered. And then I did that with the bacon, actually. And then when the onions were soft, I added 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I had cooked my beans in my pressure cooker a little bit earlier. It doesn't take long at all. I think I did them for 8 minutes, well covered with water after they had been soaked. And then so after the tomatoes, I added in the cooked beans with a little of the liquid. And then I added cilantro and salt at the end and let it cook for a little bit. We cooked brown rice in the pressure cooker as well after I poured the beans out. And overall, it is a very quick meal. It's really good and my kids like it. We're also boiling and baking a whole lot of bagels here. That's what you hear the roaring pot for. I'm almost tempted to add to my schedule. I normally have this routine I do on the 4 busiest days of our week. I do Tuesday something in the crock pot, Wednesday pasta meal, Thursday some sort of Mexican meal, and Friday we generally are doing pizza night. And so that just kind of helps me plan, what should I do tonight? Well, I know where I'm doing those nights. I'm tempted to add in just a beans and rice night because we do have several different kinds of recipes we can make easily with beans, and it really does help the budget to make a beans night. I should do it before the taco night so we can always use those leftovers a day or two later in our Mexican type meal. So time to boil some bagels. I'll check in with you again tomorrow night. Oh, one more thing is I am doing a little dollop of homemade yogurt on top of some of their food. Did you do yogurt? We're not eating together. Everybody's going 1,000 directions tonight. Oh yes, okay, that one's for you. Let me stir it. Did you like the beans? Did you like the beans?
Mom, but I don't like beans.
Yeah. Okay, that clip was just to prove to you that we are normal people. We did have a couple kids that, well, since we haven't eaten them for a while. Now if we keep eating them, they'll start eating them again. I know this from experience, but if we take a long break, too long, it takes a minute. Because I'm always asked, what will I do when they don't eat it? In his case, he is snacked enough. He won't be that hungry. He'll be just fine. Little ones don't need so many calories at night. They eat a lot of their calories at the beginning of the day. But we always have fruit available at all times, so he can have fruit. All right, what's for dinner tonight? I totally forgot to film before dinner. Solo cooked. I love it when Solo cooks. He does a great job. And this dinner did not disappoint. And bonus, we all got to sit and eat together. Even my mom was here. We were just missing Judah. I guess my dad. He cooked some steaks on the grill that were wonderful. I can't believe we have leftovers.
I don't know if I should know.
Judah, where are you? That's why.
Usually I'm not allowed to eat that much.
Oh yeah, you got to eat a lot.
I eat all of them.
Yeah, he had like 2 steaks. Then we had green sukuma wiki, we call it. It's Kenyan greens that he makes. We have some left over that, and we had mashed potatoes that we did pretty good on. We used a whole bag, like 8-pound bag, in the pressure cooker, and then Solo mashed them up. All right, I'm showing you a quick glance at my fridge. Belle just cleaned it out today. It looks gorgeous. While we were all cleaning the house, she got this job. She likes this job, but our milk, right after she cleaned it all out, our milk thing broke, spilled. Our milk. Lovely. Anyway, I was gonna show you yesterday with the sourdough I had. I didn't make more bagels. We have tons now because of what I made the day before. But I made 4 big bags of sourdough pizza crust, and Belle's gonna use that tomorrow. Solo and I leave tomorrow for several days, so when you see this, we'll already be back, of course. But that pizza will help them tomorrow night. It's Sunday night, and usually there's some friends over here. My mom's here helping out too. So they'll make homemade pizzas. It's nice to have the crust all done and ready. And maybe they'll show you a few meals while we're gone. But yeah, we're gonna continue to eat from scratch most of the time.
I heard Papa made a couple of pizza dough stuff.
Oh, did it turn
He made
out?
himself one, and he said it was good.
Yeah, that crust is really good.
Yeah, he liked it.
We've been making it on the big sheet pans because it's just so much faster. But when you make them individually on the pizza stone, it's very good.
Happy birthday, dear Seth. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!